Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and in this video here I'm going to talk to you about ways to decorate your town. So if you own a big piece of land in Valheim, you most likely want to put some decorations throughout it. You can see decorations to my right and left here, which are made for towns, not bases, towns. You can put one of these outside your bases if you want, but it'll look better in an actual town. So a lot of these are just stuff that I came up with, or ideas that I seen in YouTube videos and then kind of like recreated and made my own little thing. And I like this one right here the most, and this one also serves the most practical purpose. It's not just decoration, it actually does serve a practical purpose because of the workbench hidden inside of it. You can see a workbench right there, hidden right inside of it. So the reason that there's a workbench hidden inside of it is because these dot my property and these stop enemies from spawning, and they're also really nice ways to hide the workbench, and it's also nice ways to protect the workbench too, so nothing attacks it. So if you own a big piece of property and you don't want to put tower walls around the entire thing, like for example I own an island in Valheim. Where's my island? Right here is my island. This whole island is mine, and I have buildings all over the island. And I don't like enemies spawning on my island, but I also don't want to put workbenches all over my island. So this is the best solution. I just have these all over my island, and I decorate them with various trophies of certain kinds. You can put a trophy, you can put trophies on either end like this, the motor trophy. Alternatively, you can do vertical item stands, basically like all down this area here. And you could decorate this with trophies too if you wanted. Like you could do Surtling trophies like that, or you could do like skeleton trophies or goblin trophies, you know. Basically it's like a monument of fallen enemies, essentially, if you do it like that. You just like dot it with all the trophies that you've gotten and you've collected, and then you can make it, you know, a little like warning to enemies that their head is going to be added to the pike if they dare enter your island. And if you don't have a motor trophy, serpent trophies work great too. Serpent trophies look lovely on them because they're big. You really need a big trophy in order to go on these pillars. And it's worth noting too, you can use any design you want. I personally do the 45 beams in a kind of like wing thing, and I will show you how to build that in a second, but let me explain a little bit more of these. So this is one of my other favorite ones right here, which is a little dragon egg fire podium thingy, which is the official name, copyright pending. And essentially you just do this to start, and this is in essence going to be able to build you a whole lot of things. This is basically 2-meter beams. Let me bust out my hammer. And you basically just pick any direction to start, like this, and then you rotate it once per, and you lock it in. And you just do this until you get your perfect little circle, like you see over there. Oopsies. And there you go. You got your little perfect little circle. And with this base, you can build a whole bunch of different decorations. You can do, I mostly do 45 beams. And usually I figure out which way it's facing. Like I know it's facing that way. And then I will rotate it in somewhat. And then usually I do one rotation per on each 45 beam. So I basically just keep rotating it in once and then place it. Rotate it in once, place it, and then when you do the upper row, there's a few different things you can change depending on how you want your decoration to look. Like you can see the one with the dragon egg that uses 45 beams. Well, actually both of these do. This one doesn't have the dragon egg and it has no fire inside, but it uses 45 beams, and they're not placed on every one, they're placed on every second one, which gives a little bit of an opening so you can see the fire. And they are also rotated a little bit more. They're rotated, I think, 3 times per placement. This right here You can see these are essentially, the bottom is made almost the same way as the top. The top has a little bit of a different rotation cycle. So the bottom is nice and tight. The top goes out a little bit, like it fans out a little bit, and then I fan it back in and then come up to the top right here, which has a nice little 2-meter floor podium. And there's the same here. There's a little floor that the dragon egg is resting on that I placed the item stand on. Now, you could do like sconces inside of here if you'd like. It's up to you. Or you can do torches inside of there. As you can see over here, I have nothing. Torches are inside of here. There's only, I think, 4 torches inside of there. And this one, I went massively overboard. There's 1 torch per beam. So as you can see, it's really like unnecessarily bright. You could probably delete like half those torches. But this is a nice little brazier too that you can place in your town. It has a nice little design to it, and all of the light and torches are coming out of it. It looks very nice in my opinion. Let me finish this. Oops. Finish this one real fast so I can show you what it looks like. And there you go. There's a... Looks like I screwed it up a little bit right over here. Pretty sure that's a mess up. Yeah, it is. It's gotta be. I think I rotated it twice by accident. It's because I was talking to you guys while making it. Or it looks like I missed a video. Or I missed a poll. And it's worth noting, if you screw it up like I just did, you figure out where your original placement was. You measure it up like, okay, I can tell that one is exactly, that's the direction it's facing. So then we just start again from there. We do 2 rotations. And then that's where the screwed up rotation was. So 1 rotation. 1. And there we go. Now it's perfecto. And that's all there is to it. It's a lot more daunting than it looks. You might be one of those people where you copy it and then you're always like, well, it doesn't look right to me. And then you delete the whole thing. It's one of those things that it won't always look right to you the first try. And you can also, it's up to you, like I said before, how you want to build off of this. You could do you can do a lot of things with it actually. You could switch to 26-degree beams and you could build with those, which would give it a slightly different vibe. You can do 45-degree. You can do the same angle that you did previously, or you can angle them in more if you want. It doesn't matter. It's all up to you. This is one of my favorite home decorations though. You can make quite a few of these all over your base, and you can make them look really, really nice if you spend your time with them. And then of course my little podium here, which I will show you how to make this now that we're up to this point. First, you want to start with a 4x2 stone wall like that, and then you're going to want to get your workbench, slap it down, and have the back end go as much into the stone as possible. Right there usually works fine. Make sure it's not popping out the back. And then you're going to do 2 little stone things on the ground. You could either, or little 1x1 stone blocks, rather. You can snap them into the ground, or you can snap them into the back of the stone. It doesn't really matter. And then we're going to do another 4x2. And then we're going to do a stone arch to cover up the hole. Just like that. And then what you're going to want to do is slap these down. You're not going to be able to snap these. You're going to have to eyeball them a bit. And what I like to do is I like to use the middle crack here as my gauge. So I make sure it's kind of lined up with the middle crack. That's a little in. There we go. That's lined up pretty good with the middle crack. And as you can see, I got it a little bit off. Let me do this one since I can actually see it. It's overhanging to the right a little too bit for my liking. There we go. That one looks good. There we go. Now it's covering up pretty much all of the middle crack. And then you just do a, you do the opposite direction for the next two. And then opposite direction. Oops. And then opposite direction. And you can build it up as high as you would like it to go. It doesn't really matter. And then to do the 45 degrees, the wings that I snap on, you start at the upper crack right here. And you basically just tilt it in one. And then you can do boom, boom. Just, you do the areas, these snap into place. And you basically just snap them into place, one below the other. And then just like that, you got your wings. There you go. Just like that. And you can hide workbenches all over your property with these. And it looks good and is practical. So that's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys around the next one. Peace.